Yes, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back again. Once again, this is another Tuesday Talk with Qualities. I would like to thank everybody for coming, joining me, attending, taking your time out. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope your day been blessed. I hope everything's been going good for you. Once again, this is Tuesday Talk with Qualities, the Tuesday night show, the best show on Tuesday worldwide. I would like to give a big shout outs to all the members on the Facebook page, Tuesday Talk with Qualities. I would like to give a big shout out to all of the followers on Twitter for Qualities of a Good Man. And I would like to give a shout out to all my listeners worldwide. If you just joined in for the first time, thank you very much. I know I didn't put up a post stating that the show is going to be on. I'm kind of like giving this a test run. I just want to come on and see who remembers, who's a dedicated listener, who's going to tune in regardless without me promoting. So, yes, this is what this is about. Just a little thing. I'm going to be on, of course, but, I just want to see, without me putting the word out there every Tuesday, who's just going to tune in. Now, it's not going to continue like this. Like I said, it's just a trial ever. Last week, some things went on. So this week, the topic of the discussion is platonic friends in the friend zone. And I really wanted to touch base on that because, it's not a trendy thing, but, just talking to people and experience myself and just seeing people, I know that, a lot of women put men in the friend zone and men talk about it, and men also put women in the friend zone. You might say, oh, that's weird, like what guy would put a woman in the friend zone, but it does happen, especially if that man is in a relationship or he's married, but he known this female for, quite some time. That's a platonic friend, But what I wanted to discuss is, is there a difference between somebody being in a friend zone and a platonic friend, So if you would like, you can call in. The number is 877-430-1289. You can also chat live, if you're station fright and you don't want people to hear your voice, you can also chat live. And what I would do is I will read your chat to the people, So it's more than one way to engage on this show. You can also normally, when I put up the post on Facebook, you can also respond on the comments too, but that probably won't be available tonight because I didn't post. Like I said, this is just a test run to see who's gonna tune in without me posting. So don't worry about it. Next week it's not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be putting out the blast everywhere. It's gonna be on a blimp. I'm gonna be on a bullhorn, up and down the streets, in your kids' school, So that's what it is. So yeah, so basically, like I said, like this show is 10 to 11, you all know, Eastern Standard Time. And I also have all the information on, the flyer as well. Damn, this damn chair is squeaking, man. I need some oil, some WD-40 or something. Or either maybe a new chair. I don't know. Nah, I'll wait till I fall in it till I get a new one. A brother ain't got it like that to be getting chairs around here. But, yeah, so platonic friends and friend zone. Like, okay, basically, what is it? Platonic friend is a female and a male knowing each other, and they're friends. What's a friend zone? Normally, they say friend zones is when a female or male, say like the guy approached a female and he's interested in her. He want to get to know her and stuff like date her or whatever. And she put the brakes on him, put up the barrier, put up the wall. And now he's stuck in a friend zone. He don't have no choice because he's in a friend zone. She stopped all of the advances and stuff like that. So that's the friend zone. So if you think of it like that, you could say that it's a difference. It could be a difference. Now, relationship or marriage, because I phone check, microphone check. Yeah. I gotta speak to these people. Yeah. So. Um. There with me. Are you there with me? Are you there with me? Are you there? Oh shoot. Let me find out. Oh man. So so what I have discovered is I have a little glitch in my headphones that I wasn't aware of. So anyway, let me get into the show. So, platonic friends, dealing with platonic friends, and um, being in the friend zone. So, like I was saying, sorry for the interruptions. Um, when you're in a friends, when you're in a relationship or a marriage, you know, is it acceptable to have friends, platonic friends there? You know, some people can handle that, some people can't. Um, and it can cause problems. But, you know, if the person is a good person and you've known them for so long, you know, whether they're male or female, I don't think that you should really get rid of them. Now, you should let that platonic friend know that there's boundaries, you know, of course, like they just can't disrespect your significant other by coming over, calling, you know, emailing, you know, like all of that other stuff like behind their back. If it's gonna be um, a mutual agreement, then you know they should still respect your boundaries. So, say for instance, like if I have a platonic friend and I'm in a relationship and I'm in the house chilling at 9 o'clock at night, you know, kicking my feet up or whatever, I don't think that you know they should like be, you know, ringing your phone off the hook or something like that, or you know, say like if I'm up in the morning getting ready for work, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, they should be calling you 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, because they know that you are with a significant other. That's what I'm saying, like staying within those boundaries. Because that right there will destroy your relationship. No matter if you're sleeping with the person or not, because that gives out a signal that this other person don't respect your partner. That's where the most problems come in at. So, you know, I really don't have a problem with it. You know, go out together every once in a while, you know, so be it, you know. You shouldn't get rid of all of your friends just because you're in a relationship. I mean, I think that's nonsense because, to be honest, I've done it before. You know, I was dating a real jealous person, and I did it because I wanted to show her that, okay, listen, you come first. Which, by the way, I would never do again. I would never get rid of my female friends for a female. If she's that jealous, I don't need to be with her. That's straight up. So I got rid of all of my friends. Told her I'm in a relationship. You know, I'm trying to respect my girl. You know, whatever. You know, I wasn't texting, wasn't calling, wasn't emailing, wasn't doing nothing. Then, you know, I didn't know a person that's that jealous can cause so much stress in the relationship that when it didn't last, I felt like an idiot because I got rid of all of my female friends. And it was kind of awkward for me to come back and say, oh, you know how it is, you know how she is, because I feel like, and some of them even told me, like, you know, like you already broke our friendship, you know, by, you know, but they said, you know, I respected, you know, your wish for, you know, and that's why I just, you know, stayed out the picture. But, you know, it can be intimidating like that, you know. So that's one thing. The next thing, platonic friends, I want to speak on platonic friends because platonic friends now, they say, a lot of men say that women put us in that friend zone, right? Women put us in that friend zone and that's it. But men feel that the reason why women put us in that friend zone because for various reasons, I can't even name them all, you know, but they say men feel that women only put the good guys in the friend zone, like the knuckleheads, the ones that's gonna, you know, cheat on them, hit on them, you know, when they meet the female, they have a job, and then they just lose their job or get lazy and don't want to work no more, want the female to depend on them all the time. Men are saying that, you know, that's who they date. They date all of the foul guys, the disrespectful guys, you know, but the good guys that they approach, they give them boundaries and they put them in the friend zone. So, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, me being in the friend, I've been in the friend zone a few times, by different ways. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in the friend zone a couple of times. Um, am I in the friend zone now? No, I don't think I'm in a friend zone now. I have platonic friends, but I don't think I'm in a friend zone. And I'm not saying nothing like, it's okay, to not always get what you want. I mean, I've been in a friend zone in my past. I'm not saying that I haven't, but I'm not in a friend zone now. I do have platonic friends, but you know, being in a friend zone just basically saying that you got rejected. You know, your game got shot down. So, um, my thing is that when you're in a friend zone, is it possible to come out of the friend zone? Like, if somebody's in a friend zone, can they come out of it? Can you start dating somebody that once was in a friend zone? And I'm quite sure there's probably some people that have done it. I'm quite sure it is, just like it's, people who been platonic friends that wind up dating, getting married, having children. So I feel that it's definitely possible to come out the friend zone, but how do you come out the friend zone? Of course, it would have to take that person that put you in the friend zone to start having feelings for you. So these are two different things. I think they merge in a way, a little bit, but I think they're still two separate entities. You know, so I think it's possible to date somebody in the friend zone and to date a platonic friend. The thing that I wanted to know, also touch base on, is would you actually hook your friend up with a person that you're in a friend zone with, or have a platonic relationship with? Would you hook them up with them? Because me personally, I feel that sometimes people that's platonic friends, they might have a little crush on them. Don't get me wrong. Let's keep it real. I mean, especially if they're attractive. If the guy's attractive and he's, a respectful guy, he's outgoing, take care of himself, take care of his woman, whatever, take care of his house or his children if you have any, he's going to be attracted to women. And vice versa. If a woman is very attractive, very gorgeous, and she's very respectful and, got, sex appeal and all that, and, just look pretty all the time, of course she's going to be attracted to her platonic friend, but is there underlying feelings? Is there underlying feelings for one of them or for both of them? I think it could be. I think it definitely could be. Like I said, if it's something, appealing about that person, and she don't have to be drop dead gorgeous, it could just be something, about her, because, sometimes it's not always about looks. Sometimes, somebody can just have just that one feature, and that one feature can just drive you crazy, So, yeah, I think that is some underlying feelings, but they're still adults enough and they respect each other enough to know, like, listen, we're friends, because I've heard women say before that, they wouldn't, some of them say that they wouldn't date or, start dating a platonic friend because they feel that once they start dating that person that they're going to destroy the friendship. And that's a good point. It could happen. That's definitely on the table. That could happen, and it can happen because, when a male and a female is friends, it's no emotions involved. They just hanging out, talking, laughing, talk about life, talk about issues, in general, and that's it. But when you start dating somebody, whether if it's the rest of your life or for, it's a certain amount of time, it's always feelings. Feelings is going to be involved. So that right there can damage, the platonicness between the two, But in the contrary of that, that's a perfect way to start a relationship, because I feel that a relationship always lasts longer and work out better when the two people known each other for a little bit before they just start dating. You know, I feel that they get to know each other, a little bit, like, like you know, dating for a year first, then move in, or date for 2 years first, then get married, then wait another year, then move in, stuff like that, because you already know the person. So I feel, getting that friendship, that bond of knowing the person, what they like, what they dislike, stuff like that, meeting their circle, knowing more about their background, and, just seeing how they tackle life in general, that's always good. Because you can meet somebody in 2 months and get serious with them, and then, for one thing, like, this person could, freak out when they see something, like, and now you in a situation, you like, what the, you call them pineapples because this person is freaking out. you like, you like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? When them eyes get big, you just look out the side of your face, you like, I at all. So I think that it's a cool thing to have platonic friends, and plus I also learned throughout my life that sometimes having a platonic definitely feel that you know you can benefit from having a female friends, and that's what I learned throughout my time. And I mean, it's cool. I like it. I like it. It's cool. It's a cool thing. So if you're tuning in, this is Tuesday Talk of Qualities once again, and you know that it's every Tuesday. Working with. So I'm going to definitely let you know, keep you updated to when I start introducing their music on the show. They won't be live, but I'm gonna play their music, and I will also be bring them. I'm gonna bring them on for an interview. So I'm gonna bring the whole label on for an interview. Let you guys get to know them, get to know who they are. Let them all introduce themselves. And they got some really good music out there, and I'm gonna take this up a notch. Hold on a minute. Hello, this is Tuesday Talk. You're talking to Qualities. What's going on? Yeah, so well, it be people like they be like, they be scheming and plotting. Yeah. I gotta tell you about this situation that I went through over the past few days, man. Like, these people, like, they really tried to screw me over, man. And if I was to tell you what they did, You will all agree. Well, actually, I put it on a page. I put it on the page already. So if you a member of the page, you probably seen it. You responded. I would say what 90% of y'all said the same thing, and I already have my own feelings anyway. You know, when you listen to yourself and you see people ways in their actions, you know you can feel their energy, and you know that some people is just not about nothing. You know, and people think like they can give you things and con you and persuade you with words, and people that know me know like none of that stuff works. I just let you talk because I want you to think you're getting away with it, but it's not working with me, you know. Talio. So anyway, back to the topic. So um you know, platonic friends. So it's going to be very interesting to bring this label on. Very cool peoples, very respectful, very humble, very down to earth. I like their energy. You know, they positive. You know, they're not out to take nothing that you work hard for. You know, they not vampires or thieves. You know, some people out there, man, you gotta like put the I don't want to say because they just don't learn. But anyway, they're very cool people. I like their energy, and I definitely want to work with them. So you know, like they say, you know, when one door closes, the next door open, and this door didn't even close because it was never open. I was talking through the door, and they thought they was in my house. You know, so you know that's how it is. But yeah, so it's you know platonic friends. You know, I think everybody should have a platonic friend. I do. You know, just like some people think everybody should, you know, do the herb. I think everybody should have a platonic friend because, you know, it's good to listen to the opposite sex. You know, it's things that my platonic friends tell me that my guy friends would never tell me. You know, my fellas wouldn't tell me certain things. You know, not everything, but certain things they wouldn't tell me because women just they have intuition or they just have a different way of seeing things. You know, women always have a different way of seeing things than we do. So I would love to have, you know, both angles, you know, when it comes to certain things, you know, and you know, I will always get a female advice when it comes to certain things, you know, especially agreements. If you listening, bloodsucker hound, you know, so I think that yeah, if you have a platonic friend, keep them. You know, if you can, because some people will give them up. Some people are just like I said earlier in the show, they're just so jealous till it's like beyond even being with them. You know, but you know that's only me. You know, I can't do that jealousy stuff no more. Life is too short. You know, and I feel like, to me personally, I'm only speaking for myself. I feel like when people are jealous, that that's very, you know, they have very serious insecurity issues. You know, but my thing, when you met the person, you know, either they was attractive, they was intelligent, they was funny, had a sense of humor. So if you is attracted to that, what makes you think the rest of the world is not going to be attracted to them, or what makes you think that they supposed to stop doing those things or get rid of those things just because they are with you? That doesn't make sense. I mean, if you're going to be with somebody, it's to make them better, you know, not to stagnate them or make them worse. You know, what's the point of being with them? You know, eventually that them people, you know, if they don't leave, they're going to be with you and be miserable. That's not good. And if they decide that they want to leave, they're going to get up and go, you know. So, and it's always the people that do bad in relationships that always want you back. And, you know, I don't get it. But anyway, that's another topic, you know. So I'm going to take this quick commercial break, and I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. This is Tuesday Talk Equalities.
PLN. PLN.
Even I have a PLN.
Did you know that 1 out of 4 educators have a PLN? Some don't even know they have one. It can start simply by connecting with a few other educators. It's contagious and it spreads easily. If you have a PLN, your colleagues might actually have a PLN as well. A PLN is a life-changing thing. Your personal learning network. Because you need one, even if you didn't know what it was.
The same old rocking horse. Is it just not rocking enough? Well, put your old pony out to pasture. Because you need the rockin' ride. It rocks. It sings.
Boring.
It breathes fire.
That's hot.
It will smite your enemy.
Hee-haw!
But most importantly, it f***ing rocks.
Well, I would like to thank you for tuning in. Once again, every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the topic of the discussion is platonic friends and the friend zone. Now, we can go about it so many different ways. If you're just tuning in, I would like to thank you. You can call the number 877-430-1289. Once again, that's 877-430-1289. If you're going to call, don't hang up, because I got a call ID. I got your number, your name, all of that. And I will call you back after the show off air and ask you what's wrong with you. Calling the number and hanging up. We not kids, okay? Be an adult. I'll call you back. I swear I will call you back. You call my number and gonna hang up like you 12 years old, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna be 12. So yeah, you talking to Tuesday Talk, you talking to qualities. And yeah, so I mean I wouldn't mind having a platonic friend. They cool, man. Platonic friends are cool, you know. You know, you can go out, hang out with them, you can talk to them. You know, it's like you know, you don't have to worry about nothing. You know, you don't get upset at them. They're pretty cool. You know, you could look at somebody that's attractive, or you could talk to about somebody that know you. You know, and everything is like neutral. So it's a good thing having a platonic friend. I don't think I'll be in a friend zone. Me, because I'm that type of person. I'm not like one of those guys that approach everything that walk. You know, I'm not thirsty like that. But if I go hard, well, I'm not even gonna go hard. I'll go hard once I see that she has an interest in me, then I'll go hard. But in the beginning, you know, if I approach a female and she kind of like shut me down, let me know like it ain't no raps. You know, I don't know. If she's cool with me, I'm not cool with me, but I don't know. I think if she's like, if I'm gonna see her again, regardless if she say no, I think I would probably start a friendship like that. So I wouldn't consider myself being in the friend zone. I consider us being platonic friends because I'm like, yo, we cool. I'm not gonna try no more. You know, I'm just not that type. I'm not the type that I'm gonna be sweating a female, stalking a female. I'm not gonna sweat you. Like, I don't sweat women. Like if you don't wanna if you know if you don't wanna rock with me, then so be it. Like there's too many there's too many women in the world to be stressing over one woman. That's just how I am. But if I like you, if I like her and I feel if there's a chance, I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go for the gusto. Trust me, I'm gonna go all in it, and I'll probably win at the end because I don't like losing. I do not like losing. But yeah, I mean, platonic friends, friend zone. A lot of guys think that we always get thrown up in the friend zone. I threw from some females up in the friend zone too. You know, and they kind of like some of them didn't like it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say every female because I haven't dated every female. You know me, I don't like to say all men, every female, because I don't know. To me, I think that's ignorant. To think that every man in the world is the same and every woman in the world is the same. That's just ignorant to me. But that's just me. Each to each his own. But I have thrown some females up in the friend zone before. I don't know. Just the chemistry wasn't there. It got to be chemistry. If there's no chemistry, like two people ain't gonna, get into a relationship. It got to be coming from both. Like if just one feel the if one just, feels chemistry and the other one don't matter if it's the male or the female, it's not gonna work out. Don't matter how much you pursue, don't matter how much you try, don't matter how much you pray, no matter how much you do whatever, it's not gonna work. It got to be chemistry first, and that's just keeping it real. Yeah, it's the same number calling me. I'm not gonna answer it. Let me see. Let me answer it. Let me see. They'll probably hang up again. More than likely. Let me see. Hello, this Qualities. What's up? Oh, I'm on the show. Let me call you back. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a business call, so I couldn't. I'm not gonna talk business while I'm on the show. I thought it was somebody else, a listener. So yeah, I threw women up in the friend zone before. It wasn't nothing there. And I'm like, we can be cool, but I think with me, like I have to feel something in the beginning. I can't build nothing like later on down the line. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I think females. Some females. I'm not gonna say all, but I think some females. I think they take it more offensive when they're thrown up in the friend zone, because I think maybe sometimes females feel that because they a woman, like a man is not gonna reject a woman. Like I'm a woman, why you gonna reject this? Like, I could do this to you, and I could throw that on you, and and I could cook for you, like, and I can rub your back. Like, why would you say no to that? But like I said, it got to be some type of chemistry. I know a lot of guys who, won't just date any female just because she's attracted to him. And I know some guys out there, I like to keep the scale balanced. I know some guys out there that can't take a rejection. I know this for an example. It's dudes out there that they approach a woman in the street, and as soon as the female don't give him the attention that he want, he calling her the B word. And he calling her names. You know what I'm saying? He catching the attitude like a female. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, I be looking at them like, like, why would you? Maybe she's playing hard to get, so as soon as she don't give you that attention right off the top, like, you're going to just get upset and get mad and start cursing. Like, I don't understand men like that. Like, I had an issue like that the other day. I was on the phone with somebody, and just because I said something that they didn't like, they just started cursing. I was like, wow, like, really? Like, you that emotional? That's sad. You're a grown man and you're emotional. And you're unprofessional, So maybe sometimes women do that. Women do that sometimes because they want to see how far you're gonna go. They want to see what you're gonna come with. If a female is, well, I'm not gonna compare them to anything, but if you, try to, talk to a female, whether if you have a one-liner, or opener, or you just that good with talking, and you can just say something nice. Um, if she don't go for that, s- soon as you do it, I mean, to me, that would say that she's a intelligent woman because you're gonna go for the first thing that's thrown at you. No, you want to see what he has. You know what I'm saying? Like that joke that they always say. You're gonna date a magician. What do that magician have after he finished with his tricks? What do you have after that? If you don't have a comeback or anything like that, so sometimes they be looking for that comeback. Um, and sometimes, some guys think that when they speak to a female, when they approach a female, like they gotta say something all cool and out of the book. Nah. Sometimes a female just like the basic, hello, how you doing? May I introduce myself to you? Stuff like that. When I used to be out there doing my thing, I calmed down a lot now. I used to ask a woman. I used to say, excuse me, you're very beautiful. Could I have your consent, to talk to you for a few minutes if you have the time? Like, I wasn't trying to like get her to like start kissing me by what I say, like right then and there. No, like it's just basic. Sometimes that basic stuff works. It goes further than, sounding like you're trying to get over like you're a car dealer. You know, I like picking on car dealers. Every time when somebody tell me a story, I'm telling somebody something, I always use a car dealer. Because car dealers, I mean, they if the customer is coming in there and they want the car, they're gonna make the money. They're gonna make, the commission. But a car dealer, man, they come at you. They be talking all fast, trying to persuade you, trying to convince you. Oh man, so I always use that term for like slick people. So yeah, I think that uh everybody should have platonic fit. Now, I mean, I know on the page, I know this was brought up. Um, well, really not. Kind of this was kind of brought up today because an anonymous person inboxed me and asked me to put it out there to get the feedback of the people, and it was something similar to that. He was saying that he dressed nice, he's respectful, and it's like that, and when or something like that. And I mean, it's true. I'm not gonna say that it's the way he dressed. No, I'm not gonna go that deep. Then I want to touch on. I'll probably do it next week. Um, it's some men that's intimidated by women because they well educated. They're well established. It is some men out there like that. And then I believe it's also some women out there that's intimidated by well established men too. You know, um, I think that for the men, I think it's more of a challenge. I mean, a lot of men don't. Some men want that. Some men don't care. Some men can handle that. Like I can handle that. You can be intelligent. I don't care if you went to Harvard. As long as you're down to earth and you don't act like you're more intelligent, than the most intelligent person on the planet. As long as you don't act like that with your head up in the sky, you know, that's cool. I can roll with you. Um, if you're down to earth. So that stuff to me, I think is attractive. The more the woman is doing for herself, you don't have to be driving a Benz. I'm not saying all of that, but if you trying to always elevate yourself, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to elevate yourself in life, you know, and not making everything an excuse and not staying stuck, and just can snap out of that mental bondage, then that's an attraction, because even if I would rather a woman to try a million things and fail than not to try nothing at all. That's just me. At least you're showing me that you're trying. That's what matters most. You're trying. Because if you keep trying, you're going to get it right. You're going to get it right eventually. And if you're that type of person that you're going to keep trying, those, I don't even want to call them failures. I don't like calling them failures. Those, they're just stepping stones in experience. That's going to make you stronger and a better person. So I feel that it's men and women that's intimidated by people like that, because if you look at it, not everybody want that good image. Of course they want to be treated right. See, it's a difference. You may have a female that don't want a guy in a suit every day. She might want a guy, with a hoodie on, or she might want a guy that wear sweats, or a guy that wear leather jackets. That's fine. Not every female want that clean cut guy, but she still want to be respected though. She still don't want to be called out her name. She still don't want to be hit. She still don't want to be cheated on. So, and there's men out there that don't care if a woman wear a dress all day or heels. He might like her in tight jeans. He might like her, in sneakers or, flats. Like, everybody have a different taste. That's what I'm saying. So, we don't have to be walking around here like a certain image, because it's not for everybody. Some women like guys, bald head guys. Some women like dark skin guys, fair skin guys. So it's to that person's preference, because when I was growing up, I just thought that I was so fly. I thought I was so cool, I just thought I was the man, and it was women out there that still didn't find me attractive, no matter what, You know what I'm saying? It was certain things that women is out there looking for, just like certain men, I'm a good height, but to some women I still wasn't tall enough, or I wasn't dark enough, or I didn't have, a goatee, or I had hair on my face, some people are looking for a certain look, some people just, as long as if you're handsome, they'll date you. If you know how to talk properly, they'll take you. If you know how to dress well, they'll take you. So it's different things. I used to get, I got shot down. I mean, I was told about like Caucasian women that, I'm handsome, but they didn't date me because they don't date they don't date black guys, So you're not gonna get everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get everything out there. So yeah, I think that the friend zone thing is a good thing. And I think the platonic thing is good if the two people respect the other person's boundary if they're in a relationship. And I think dating a platonic friend is cool too. So I just wanted to test this out, get this a test run today, see what was going on, see how things is gonna go behind the scene, and let's see what's going on. So I'm gonna wrap this out with a song. I have 10 minutes left. So I'm just going to wrap this out with a song. Definitely tune in next week. Next week is going to be definitely something you will not want to miss. Every Tuesday. And like I said, depending on the show, the ratings and stuff, because every show is different. It can go past an hour. Some of these shows went past an hour. Some of them went to an hour and a half. Some of them went almost to 2 hours. Some of them had some of them had 15 callers. Some of them had 2 callers. you know. But the show is going to still go on regardless, you know, and that's just, you know, I signed up for this. The people is going to view it. And, you know, some people can't tune in right then and there, but they come back and they listen to the show, you know. So that's just as good as people that's tuning in when I'm on, you know, because the show is still there for them. So they always go back, you know, and can listen to it, you know, because they can be tied up or something like that. So that's something that I like about it. You know, it's always there sitting there waiting. But yeah, I wanted to talk on this topic, you know, real quick today because it was brought up many times. And what I try to do on this show is I try not to use my own, what I think the topic should be. Sometimes I do. But sometimes I use the views, what the viewers say, and I go on that, you know. So I mix it up a little bit, you know. I don't always come with like a script, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know. And I think that's one of the benefits I like about this, because I don't have to be on a script all the time, you know. I'm well aware like what I need to do, so I don't think I need a script. You know, I don't need a script. And just like some shows, I go get research. You know how I do it. I do the research and then I read statistics. So, you know, each show is a little different. But like I said, I did this show because this was like a research. This was like a little study research for me, this show. As you know, so I didn't put all, like I said earlier in the show, I didn't put all of the posts up. I didn't post, I didn't promote, I didn't, you know, I'm doing the research on this show. So as you see, I'm a little laid back. Well, I'm a little under the weather, but you know, with this weather switching up, you know, one day is cold, one day is hot. You know, gotta open up the window, then you got the AC on. So it's like really, you know, but I'm okay. I'm a trooper. Born and raised in New York. I can handle it. Ain't nothing new. So, yes, my people, I would really thank you for tuning in and being a part of the show once again. And like I said, next week I'm gonna have, well, really no, but yeah, next week I'm gonna have something. And I was also thinking about expanding the show. So the show is gonna expand. I'm just trying to you know, put some things together. So the show is gonna get much larger. I'm thinking about doing 2 days rather than 1 day. But once I start that, I don't wanna stop it, you know. So I wanna make sure that my schedule is right. I wanna make sure that I can be able to do it. You know, everything goes well. You know, I've been thinking about that, you know, for quite some time now. And there's some other platforms that I want to put on here that I've been thinking about, but I'm just trying to figure out how to, you know, put it together. That way it runs as smooth as possible. And you know, just do it like that. So we're gonna definitely get this going. And shout outs to Lauren Hill. In the beginning of the show, I was playing "Killing Me Softly" instrumental. She's out of jail now, of course, but now she's got to go to psychiatric unit, you know, because the judge said because of her being a conspiracy theorist. So, you know, I don't want to touch on that. You know, I know everything that's going on with everything, the powers that be. You know, I know all of that stuff. But, you know, this is not a time or place for it. So I'm going to keep it off air. But, yeah, they definitely trying to break her down mentally. They trying to break her down because the powerfulest thing that a person can have is their mind. And I always say this, a mind is more powerful than a gun, than any weapon on this earth. Your mind is more powerful than a nuclear bomb, an atomic bomb. You know, once your mind go, you have nothing. You know, and that's just what it is. So keep your mind strong. Don't let nobody get into your mind, because people will try to get into your mind, infiltrate your mind. Your mind is like the wall of the castle. You have to protect your mind. You have to protect it from drugs, from drinking, from manipulation, from lies, deceitfulness, all of that. You have to, protect. I mean, somewhere might get through. You might have, a little joint or two, or you might have a little cocktail or whatever like that. That's fine. Or, somebody may have lied to you once, and you learn from it. So I'm not saying that, it won't hit your walls of your castle. They're gonna come, but you just have to protect it as much as you can. So I want to thank you very much for tuning in to Tuesday Talk with Qualities once again. Tune in next week from 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna put all the information up like I always do, and then we can take it from there. All right. So stay blessed, people. Travel safe, and I'll see you next week. Talking to Tuesday Talk with Qualities on Spark 95.0 Radio. Peace.